join you from a spot of pure elation. So I'm not going to say where we are today because right now this is sort of a secret location which I have probably spent a good 2 weeks dying to find. I had some sort of idea where it was. Came one time, I wasn't able to find it, but then I went back with my drone and thanks to a bit of aerial surveillance, I found it right away. So as you've seen from the intro, this location is absolutely insane. And I'm just talking quietly in my microphone here because the track is pretty much right by me and I don't want anyone else to hear that I'm here because then they might try and come down. It's sort of a bit of a secret spot that you don't really want people going. But a bit of background of this location, at least from what I've learned from my research, it was closed by the Parks Department back in the 1990s for fear of erosion, so I'm going to be very careful around the rocks here, just out of respect to that, because this is a beautiful location. I don't want to destroy it. But the idea behind this shoot is I want to get some abstracts of these beautiful swirling patterns in the rocks. And what we've got here is we have 3 caves, and I'm pretty much just going to be rolling through with the first person set up on the camera, and we're just going to be capturing what we can handheld, because I don't think we really need to worry about tripods. And honestly, tripods probably wouldn't be the best thing for this environment because it is a rather fragile environment and you don't want to ruin it. So pretty much what we're going to do is we're going to set up the camera and we're going to start capturing some images because I'm so excited right now. I'm just trying to contain myself because I don't want anyone to come down here right now because it's a public holiday, so it's busy as hell on the tracks. So it's very important to keep quiet for this one because yeah, I want to preserve this location just like everyone else who went here who wouldn't tell me the location. I want to preserve it. But I hope you guys enjoy. This is going to be really cool. Alright guys, welcome to first person mode. So I've got Osmo mounted on the camera and we're pretty much just going to run through 2 of these 3 caves and try and photograph as many abstracts as we can. And then once we finish off, there's another cave just a bit further down the track, but I'll need to take the bag because it's a little bit of a difficult one to get down to, a lot of spiky plants and such. But yeah, let's get some photos. Really excited about this. It's just a shame that this direct light is coming in. Makes it very hard to compose. Oh, but how nice are these swirling patterns, man. Definitely gonna come back through one more time with the long lens. Yeah, that's such a cool pattern up there. Look at that. Oh, the whites, the blacks, the grays, the browns. That is just fantastic. Wow. Wonder what these things are. Been seeing a bunch of these bad boys. It's almost like it's a extruded mud or something. Maybe like beehives or something like that, but I don't know. It's just a cool thing that I found. Very cool, very cool. But they are all over this cave. Oh, these patterns are crazy, man. Like, this cave is better than I imagined, and I already imagined that it would be pretty damn amazing. This is insane. And wide angle is definitely the way to go in this cave. There are so many compositional opportunities here. Right now I'm sitting at 17, but I could just as easily zoom into 40 mil and find something perfect. This is awesome. But I got a feeling, guys, that this intense light is not going anywhere. Yeah, just looked out on the horizon and there are absolutely clear skies there. I think that's good for this cave. Now we're gonna go further down, pack the bag up, pack the tripod, so we'll bring everything with us. Because there's a few spiky plants there that I'm just a little bit scared of, because I'm not sure if they're the stinging kind. I do know what the gimpy looks like, but they look somewhat just as dangerous, but they don't look the same. I can still see little hairs on their leaves, and yeah, I don't want to mess with that. I don't want that. But yeah, we'll move on. And just came into my mind, I do have my infrared filter and I do have my full spectrum camera. So we might even try that here. It might work, might not work, but what's the harm in trying, really? It could be amazing. So yeah, on to the next cave. And again, I really hope the audio is not too bad. I've been trying to be very conscious of where I have the mic and with how loud I'm speaking, just because I know I could be really quiet right now and you guys could barely hear me, but hopefully that's not the case. Oh, cool. There's even a little fourth cave there. There's another one further down the track that way, which is one we're gonna get to. So I wouldn't exactly describe that as the most graceful experience going down that in the world, but we made it down, didn't die, and that is always a benefit. And just as we got down to the bottom, we were treated with the view over to the amazing cave right there. So we're gonna go up inside that. And from what I've seen, because I'm pretty sure that's the one that I saw in all the photos, it's going to look amazing inside there. But to get to that, got to go a bit further down this somewhat treacherous path and past some rather intimidating looking plants. But no, should be fine, should be fine. I got about halfway down and then I decided to go back up and start taking photos up there and then move to this spot. From every photo I've seen of this location, it's always been hikers. So I feel like I might be the first photographer to get to this spot, which feels so special. So special. Like, it's crazy to think that this cave was like originally part of the path I was on. And in the 1990s it was cut off, and what is it now? It's 2022? 32 years later, I'm in this cave. And you can see that there used to be a path here, but it's like destroyed to all hell over 30 years. I'd love to talk louder, but even like sitting in this cave and quietly sitting here, I can hear tourists on the track. And I could even see them passing across the track. I had a little bit of a window. So I'm just very conscious about keeping this location secret. And it's going to be pretty hard getting back up to the track because I don't want anyone to see where I came from. So, yeah. It's going to be that to look forward to, but photos. Just this right here. What is this? How cool is that? Yeah, if you shot this with a tripod, you would be here for hours. Because there is just simply too much to shoot, is what I'd say. Like, everything on these cave walls can become a composition. It's crazy. Alright, I think I'm gonna leave it at that for the wide angle shots in here. Take the wide angle lens and we're gonna chuck it on the full spectrum converted body. Do a quick look in infrared. I don't think it'll look good in IR chrome because there's no like vegetation here to turn red, but there might be some potential in just straight up infrared, so we'll see what it looks like and compare the shots. And if it's good, we'll stick with it. If not, we will put the long 100-400 on this camera here, and we'll see what we can get with that. So here's the verdict, guys. Those shots with the full spectrum camera, they're all right. They're not crazy. Only special thing it did is it made the black line that goes through the cave blue, but I don't really like that in color, so it's going to be black and white anyway, which is pretty much exactly the same as what black and white's going to look like when it comes out of the visible light camera. So we're going to ditch this one for now, and we're going to move to a telephoto lens on the full spectrum. We're going to move to a telephoto lens on the visible light camera and move through the two caves that we went through before. How cool. This spot's amazing. I'm going to keep saying it this whole video, it's amazing. I definitely need to learn to use my tripod less. Back when I first started in landscape photography, I was coming straight out of a street photography interest. So it was always for me walking through the park with that same mindset. I'd have the camera in hand 100% of the time, always shooting high-speed shutter burst, and I'd come out of a day's hiking with over 1,000 photos. And interestingly, those were some of my best photos as well, because you were just shooting reactively and not really thinking about compositional rules, but more so just letting your inner eye guide you, let your heart guide you. Sounds so cliche. This is crazy though. This is crazy. So freaking cool. Got a few good photos. Now it's time to head back to the other cave. But it's going to be a little bit of a fun descent going back down, because I think I'm going to try and take the fast way down, which I might regret. That doesn't sound good. I'm going to take the fast way down. But I'll show you what I might be doing, camera in hand, or I might just take the safer option, which is to go back down the way behind me. Or I go down this little drop right here until I reach that little footpad right there, which just has bad idea written all over it, but maybe. Or I could just take the other way down there, but there's a lot of spiky bushes down that way, so this might be the more comfortable option. So yeah, we'll see you at the other cave. Success! I didn't die, and the camera made it down. It's a win for me. Just like that, we're back up to the caves. only a little bit of a balancing act, but the real challenge is going to be getting back up to the top. But you can see the light going down just over the ridge line. We're probably getting close to, I wouldn't say sunset, but golden hour, because those ridges are pretty high, so it's not sunset yet, but we've got some really nice golden light coming into this cave. So I'm going to try and capture some stuff right now, put you on the first person rig right here, and we'll see what we can get. Alrighty, let's bang out some compositions right now. I'm just going to reshoot exact same spots that we already had, but just get this different perspective of a zoom lens. One thing that I found, like just recently, is that it's fantastic for picking up contrasts in detail, where you have like the black and the white. You can really emphasize that division between the two and create some sort of a geometric scene from it, where you almost have two sides intersecting into each other and then going in their opposite directions. That probably doesn't make any sense, but it makes sense in my mind. That's what matters, right? And especially the intersection of these lines right here. It's so easy to create such a compelling composition from the lines drawing you into that. I'm gonna step back here. This is really cool. And I don't know if you can see it, but this is starting to get a bit of golden light coming in, which is reflecting all over the cave walls. So it's creating a really nice golden color to the white areas in this cave. I'm just glad I have my lens hood, or else this would not be fun. I feel like I'm about to say, okay guys, we're gonna finish it up now, but then I just see something else that catches my eye. What's the phrase? I'm like a kid at a candy store. I'm like a landscape photographer in an exotic, unknown location that I have the first proper photographic work of, which is this case. How cool, how cool. Alright. We're gonna quickly break out the infrared camera. We're gonna see what we get with that. And then I think after that, we're gonna call it. Alrighty, so a bit of a change of plans. I was intending to take out the full spectrum camera, take a few photos, and then, dip out of here without taking any more video for you guys. But I just got reminded of the power of infrared black and white photography and the way that it can create these beautifully contrasted scenes. And I just had to record this photo that I was taking. So I'll show you guys what I got on the back of the camera, because it's pretty crazy. you can do. So what I'm working with is just this little beam of light right here, and these two which pass down. And the crazy thing is, when you put it into black and white on infrared, you get this beautifully contrasty scene. It's almost like you're looking at some sort of sculpture in a dark room. This is absolutely amazing. Like, you wouldn't think looking at this image here, I'm taking a photo of this scene in front of me. Oh, absolutely amazing. So I'll throw that shot up for you guys, because that is crazy what you can achieve. And yeah, my god, that might be one of my favorite shots from the day. Alrighty guys, so with those infrared photos out of the way, I think I'm going to have to call it as a day. We're done taking photos. It's time to get back to the photo studio and go through and edit them. It has been an insane afternoon in this spot. I spent way more time than I thought I would, and honestly, I don't regret it. We have got some amazing photos, and yeah, I'm just so excited to go back and edit them. But that's it for today's video. Hopefully it wasn't too long, because I took quite a lot of footage with those first-person camera angles. But right now we're going to hop back to the car and we're going to head home. So thanks so much for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'd love if you could subscribe, because I'm going to be releasing plenty of new videos, and there's plenty more content on the way in fun landscape photography adventures. So thanks so much for watching, guys. See you in the next one.